Hello. Welcome back to the last class of CMAT, and I have taken CMAT 2022, 23, 24, 25. Okay, all the slots I have covered till 2024. Best 27 questions I have taken because most of the questions are repeated in CMAT, and those questions we have already covered in the previous lectures. So we'll start this lecture with the first question of the day. Hello, Nanda. This is the first question, and you please start with this question. Skip the first option. Okay, first statement you can easily check. You can just satisfy 2 and 3. Check the second option. Is second statement is true or false? The roots are real and distinct. Yeah, only. Okay. So you are saying that second is the correct. So for real and distinct, the discriminant is always a positive number. Remember this thing, it is always positive. When d equals to 0, it will give you equal roots. And when d is greater than 0, it will give you distinct roots, unequal roots. So in this case, we have to check this one, not this one. This is b square minus 4ac. B square is like 3k square minus 4ac. This must be positive. So this is k square is greater than 16. We can say k is greater than 4 or k is less than minus 4. And look at the option, it is greater, smaller than, equal to is given. So this is also a wrong statement. Statement 2 is wrong. And this is the only thing that we have to watch here. Okay, so be precise and read the question carefully. That's why this is a good question. Otherwise, everything is fine. Moving to the next question. Do it. Let me also start this question now. Travel by bus and then by taxi. So this is the distance divided by the speed of bus. This is the distance by taxi and the speed of taxi. Time taken is 5 or 30 minutes. This is how much? 5 1 by 2. This is 11 by 2 in hours. If he travel 260 by bus and 240 by taxi, 6 minutes more means 5 or 36 minutes. So 5 or 36 minutes corresponds to, this is 5 or 36 minutes is like 36 by 60, which is 12, 3 by 5. This is 25 and 3, 28 by 5 in hours. So we have these options, we have these equations, we can get the result. But I tried this question by option elimination to save my time, and I plug the first option 100. So when I plug this speed of bus is 100, I assume this thing. So this is 300 by 3. So 100 plus whatever it is 11 by 2. So this will give me 11 by 2 minus 3, which is 5 by 2. So I can get the t value, which is 40 from there. Right, this is 200 by t. This 80, sorry. I plug the same value in the second option. It is 260 by 100 plus 240 by 80. And I cross check. It is 3. This is 13 by 5. And it is 15 plus 13, 28 by 5. Option is satisfied. So this is the correct answer. Answer is for this is the first option. So it's the luck that I got the answer in the first option. Otherwise, you can solve the equations. Third question. Let's start. 6.2 is compounded annually and B is having 6% semi-annually. Means for 12 months it is 6%. For B, in 6 months it is semi-annually, it is 3%. And for an year we have to find. So 3% is done successively, which will give us 6.09%. The effectivity is 6.09. It's a 6.2. So A is having more interest. B is paying less total interest. That is also correct. First statement is correct. Now a sum of money becomes double in 3 years in compound interest. In 3 years, it is getting double. In 3 years, it will get double again in the next 3 years. It will get double in the again next 3 years. So in total 9 years, the money is getting 8 times. This is a wrong statement. It is getting 8 times. That is a constant thing in the compound interest. Correct? So this is a wrong statement. This is first one is correct. So first is true, second is false. C option. Is that clear? Moving to the next question. Try this out. So the equation of this line is 2x plus 4 and the equation of this line is minus 2x plus 4. This is when x is negative and this is when x is positive. These are some fundamentals of mod function. Now we have to find that graph which is going to intersect with f. So let's assume this is the first graph, x plus 3. So if I make it equal to 2x plus 4, okay, according to the condition when x is positive, what is the x value from here? It is getting -1. So this can't be possibility. And this cannot be possible because it is a parallel. This seed, the 2x. These are some parallel lines. This is 2x, not possible. And if I check this one, x equal to 6. So this is quite possible. So option D is the correct answer. Do you understand this question? You can check the same in the negative x value. In that case, this would be equal to minus 2x plus 4. Same for this one, minus 2x plus 4. So when you solve from here, it is x equal to 6 by 5, which is not according to the option. Maybe the graph is not touching. This is the graph. Maybe the graph is touching only at this part. Right, but all of the other options are valid, are invalid according to the range, according to the domain. But the fourth option is satisfying for one of the domain. That is why it is a most suitable answer. Okay. Try this out. Oh, my bad. I was on mute. So I just do the sum of even numbers, consecutive even numbers for this question, nn plus 1. I plug n equals to 9 and hit and try approach. And I got n equals, the sum equals to 90. So this 2 is going till 18. The sum of consecutive 9 even numbers will add up to 90. It is quite visible here. So 2 into 9 is 18. You can do it like this, or 1 plus 2 plus 3 till 9 is 45, whatever. So this is for A, that's B, this is C, D, E, F, G, H, I. I is standing for, I is repeated 18 times. We have to find the 95th term. 90 terms are done, so 95th will be J. Certain sum of money, interest of 800 and compound interest of 900. So 800 is divided in two parts, 400 and 400. In the first year, it is 400. In the second year, it is 500. Then it is 800 for simple and 900 for compound. So there is an interest of 100. So the rate of interest is 25%. Sum of money is how much? So 25% is corresponding to 400. 100% will correspond to 1600. Second option. Now there is this question, pause the video. Okay. Ravi walks from his house at a speed of 5, reaches college 10 minutes late. His speed is increased by 1. He is reaching now 4 minutes earlier. So I can say the speed of ratio of speed is what? 5 is to 6. The ratio of time will be 6 is to 5. It is inverse proportion. Now, according to the ratio point, there is a change of 1 unit. This will correspond to actual difference between the time. What is the actual difference? It is 10 minutes late and 4 minutes early. So there is a difference of 14 minutes. So this 5 will correspond to 70 minutes. What is the actual time in that case? Now he's getting late. Sorry, this 5 is corresponding to 70 minutes and this is corresponding to 4 minutes earlier. Means the actual time must be 74 minutes to cover that distance. You can do 6 also. 6 will correspond to 84 minutes. And because he's 10 minutes late, so he must arrive by 74 minutes. That is why everything is balanced now. How much is the distance covered? Distance is 74 minutes divided by 60. And the speed is what? 5 km per hour. If the college is P km far from his house, then P is 7.5. Is it 7.5? 5 times 12. Sorry, speed is 6. My bad. The speed is 6 km per hour for this 1 kilometer. It is 6. So this is 7.4 kilometers. So that is a wrong statement. Second one is Amit runs 2 1/3 times as fast as Babita. So if let's suppose Babita's speed is 3, then Amit's speed is 7. 2 1/3 is 7/3. Amita gives Babita a head start of 80 meters. Amita is here, Babita is here. There is a gap of 80 meters. How much is the how much is the track length? It is supposed to found. So the distance covered by Babita is x only, and the distance covered by Amit is x plus 80. The ratio of their distance is equal to ratio of their speed, which is 3 to 7. 7x equal to 3x plus 240. X equal to 60. So the total track length is how much? 80 plus 60 is 140, which is in the question itself. So this is a correct statement. A good question based on time and work. Try this out. Average of PQR is 32 years. That is P plus Q plus R is 32 into 3 is 96. And it is given that Q is 6 years more than P. So Q is 6 years more than P. We have this equation 2P plus R equals to 90. And they are all, there is this inequality between them. You have to find the minimum possible value of C. What is your answer? Minimum possible value of C means what is the minimum possible value of this R? This is quite sad that this inequality can be written like this. It is already B plus 6. Now what is the minimum possibility for C? C minimum possibility is B itself. C can be equal to B. This is the minimum possibility. And B is how much? B is A plus 6 according to the question. So substituting the value of R, R is what? P plus 6. They are only making it more complex by representing PQR in terms of ABC. Otherwise it is same. 26 or sorry 28. So what is the value of R? R is what? 28 plus 6, 34. So 34 is the answer for this question. A good question. And such type of question was there in our CAT exam this year. Try this one out. Eight-letter word is possible using the letter of the word syllabus. Word is chosen at random. The S are together. We have to keep the S together. So when S is together, there is Y, L, L, A, B, U. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words are there. They can be arranged in 7 factorial by 2 factorial. This 2 factorial is for L. These S can arranged in one way. This is a favorable outcomes, and total outcomes is arranging this word. This word can be arranged in, these are 8 words. S is repeated 2 times and L is repeated 2 times. So the probability for the first part will be 7 factorial by 2 factorial divided by, this is what? This is 1 by, this is 2 by 8. This is 1 by 4. That is a correct statement. Similarly, check the second option. When L is on the either side, then we have to only arrange the 6 letters. They can be arranged in 6 factorial by 2 factorial. So nothing changes. It is 6 factorial by 2 factorial, which will give you 2 upon 56, which is 1 by 28. So both the statements are correct. Is that clear? Because we have only the word S, S, Y, A, B, U has to be arranged. This can be arranged in this way. Same logic for the previous one. It is just L is fixed now. Try this out. So we have to make a sum of 22, sum of 23, and sum of 24. Sum 24 can be made if all the 4 dices has 6 on it. This can be done in one way. Sum of 23 can be made if there is a 5 on one of the dice. There are number of ways are 4. Like 5 can be placed on 4 places. And sum of 22 can be made. It is 18 and 4, 22. Either this. So this possibility is done in 4 ways. And it can be like 5 and 5. This is also 22. This can be done in 4 factorial by 2 factorial by 2 factorial ways, which is 6 ways. So how many favorable outcomes are there? It is 6 plus 4, 10 plus 14 and 15. The probability would be 15 out of total is what? 6 raised to the power 4. Outcomes are total. So when I solve this thing, it is divisible by 3. This is 6 cube into 2. 216, it is 5 over 432. Okay, good. This question. All right, so let me start this question. This is an easy question. 18 km per hour crosses a mark on the platform in 9 seconds. It is a mark that has to be crossed. Means it will cover the same distance, its own length. Length of train is P. So P equals to, it is 18 km per hour. We should know 36 km per hour is equal to 10 meter per second. So 18 will correspond to 5 meter per second. 5 into 9, which is 45 meter. This is the length of the train in meters. Here it is crossing a platform. The length of platform is Q, which is 45 plus Q will be equal to 5 is the speed of train and 25 seconds it will take. Q equals to 80. Easy question based on trains. Next question. Three pipes PQR can fill a tank in 6 hours. So let's assume the speed of PQR is 1. The speed of PQR is 1. The distance traveled by PQR is 6 units because the time is 6 hours. After working for 2 hours, R is closed. So they have covered 2 units in 2 hours. Now P and Q is filling the tank in 7 hours. P and Q is working for 7 hours and the complete tank has been filled, that is 6 units. P plus Q is how much? The speed of P plus Q is 4 by 7. That means this is the speed of P and Q. So what is the speed of R in that case? It would be 3 by 7. Number of hours by R, this distance 6 over 3 by 7. 2 into 7 is 14 hours. Easy question on time and work. Moving to the next one. Area of an equilateral triangle whose inscribed circle has a radius r. So there is a triangle which has a radius of, the inner circle has a radius of r. So this is r. This is 30 degrees symmetrical. I can easily find this value, which will be r root 3. I am applying tan 30. So the complete, this is also r root 3. So what is the area? Root 3 by 4 side square. Side is 2 root 3. 2r root 3. This is 3 root 3 r square. You can remember this is like a formula for you. Next question. Okay, try this question. I'm giving you some time. n square plus 96 must be a perfect square like p square. 96 is equal to p square minus n square. Now n is any integer. It can be negative, positive, whatever. And such type of question can be solved if I assume it is p minus 9 and p plus 9 and factorize our 96. So 96 is 48 into 3. 48 into 2, sorry. 48 is like 16 into 3. 16 into 3, 48 into 2. That's our factorization. And we know that whenever there is a even number, that must be a multiple of 4, and it is a multiple of 4. So we take that 4 common and find the factors of the remaining number. These are some methods that we have quite discussed. The factors of this number, total factors, is 4 into 2 is 8 factors are there. The number of ways are half of this thing. 4 ways are there. But those 4 ways, okay, listen now, but those 4 ways are only for positive integers. Let me show you a quick summary here that this 96 can be said it is like 2 and 2. 96. Now I have to make a 96 out of it. So I can say there is a 3 and there is a 8. This is what 16 into 6, 96. In that particular case, p minus n is 6 and p plus n is 16, which will give me p value as 11 and n equals to 5. There n is positive. This is quite possible. But I can also say that if p minus n is 16, then p plus n would be 6. In that case, p will be 11 and n would be minus 5, which is quite possible for us because it is a perfect square number. When you plug n equals to minus 5 here, it is 25 plus 96, which is 121. So it's a perfect square. So 4 are there, but double of 4 is 8. Answer is there. Understand this one? It is not asking about the positive integers. Positive integers are 4, but negatives are only integers. It is being asked. Okay, moving to the next question. Try this out. Do you have any doubt in the last one? So this thing was given in the question, and we have to satisfy each of the options. So I can say 1 by x is what? 1 by x is x minus y from the first option. So I can just eliminate. I can just substitute, sorry. And it would be 1 by y would be what? Z minus y from the second information. And similarly 1 by z from the third information. So everything is getting cancelled out. It is 0. So it is correct statement. first one is correct. Means A is correct. This can be possible. Now we have to check the another options also. Let's check B option. So this 1 by x square plus 1 by y square plus 1 by z square. Now what is 1 by x? We have already calculated 1 by x, which is x minus 5. So this is this thing. This is z minus y, whatever I can write now. It is a perfect square. It doesn't matter. Z minus x. This is x square plus y square minus 2xy. Plus z square plus y square minus 2yz. I can say 2 is there. We have x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. We arrive at this stage. Right? Making some pair here now. I can say if I make a pair of x square minus xy, y square minus yz, and z square minus zx. This will give me x into x minus y plus y into y minus z, z into z minus x. What is x into x minus, what is x minus y? X minus 5 from the first information is 1 by x. That's 1 by y. And that's 1 by z. So everything is getting cancelled out. It is 3. So this is 6. So this is a wrong statement. This is correct. So B is not. B is not. B is not. So only A and C. Understand this question? That's a good question. Try this out. And in this question, it is 2025. It is not 45, it is 25. Oh my, oh, this mute thing. Uh, it's irritating sometimes. Um, was this clear? Was this much clear? When you apply the log function. After this, I compare the same function 9 raised to the power b with 45 square and get this value. Plugging this value in this equation. And I think you can solve this thing now. And yep, something like this you will arrive after LCM and all. This will get cancelled out. It would be 2. Comparing the powers is not the correct approach, but it is going with this question. I cannot say that a equals to 2 and b equals to 2 because it is not multiplied. If it is multiplied like this, I can say. So this comparison will give you the answer for this question, but not a correct approach. Try this one out now. In this question, we can say that the gap of numbers is 8. If you can see the gap, it is 8. So it's a good question based on the functions, based on the graphs. This is a graph of y equal to mod x. If I say there is the gap is same, like let's suppose these are some values and this gap is equal to this gap. These gaps are same. Assuming the values, okay. The gap, so the value corresponding to this part. Let's suppose this is some x value corresponding to this part. This is y corresponding to this part, z, and same corresponding to this part. Let's say t. So we can clearly say that x is greater than y, z, and it is like this. So more you go towards the positive x-axis, or the more the value of x, the gap between the y coordinate will decrease. For the constant gap of x-axis, the gap between the y coordinates decrease. So this is the best possible. Like this gap must be the bigger one. So this is the first number b. So that is the correct answer. And c must be the lowest because it is of maximum value. Understand this question? Is this one clear? For the same gap, you can say that the difference in mod function, sorry, difference in the square root function will be more if value of x is less. Try this out. So let's assume the cost price of 1 kg is 1000 rupees. He's having a 10% loss, means it is in 900 rupees. He's selling in 900 rupees, but how much weight he's selling? He's using 30% less weight, means 700 grams. He's weighing 30% less, 700 grams for 900 rupees. So cost price of 1 kg, 1 gram is 1 rupee. Cost from here, and selling price of 1 gram is 9 by 7 rupee. So how much is the profit? 9 by 7 minus 1, which is 2 by 7. This is 28.56%. This is this option. Okay. Next one. Try this one. ABC's multiplication of ABC is positive. It can be like all of them are positive, or two are negative and one is positive. These are the two possibilities. So the first option is true for the first statement. If both A and B are positive, it is correct. But if, let's suppose A is negative but B is not negative, then this option would be wrong in that case. And this option is wrong for the first case also, yeah, if both are positive. So not a must. AB divided by C. If AB is positive, positive divide by positive. This is positive. And if it is like positive, negative over negative, it is still positive. If it is negative, negative over positive, it's still positive. So this is a must statement. This is always correct. Are you getting these questions? You can choose some values, or best is to make some cases and eliminate the options. Read this question and we'll start then. Train traveling at 48 crosses another train having half the length, opposite direction 42 12 seconds. Opposite direction, in opposite direction you add the speed, it is 90 km per hour, which will corresponds to what? 36 is corresponding to 10 meter per second. 90 is like 18 will corresponds to 5. This is 25 meter per second. So if the length is 2x, another length is x. Effective speed is 25, covering in 12 seconds. X equals to 400. So this is the length of this is the shorter train. Train having 48 speed passes a platform in 45 seconds. So 48 speed is having the length of 2x, means 200 is the length of that train having 48 speed. Platform is P. 48 will correspond to what now? 36 is 10, so 48 would be what? It is getting 3 by 2 times. Sorry, 4 by 3 times. So it is 4 by 3 times. Isn't it? When you multiply this by 4 by 3, 12 into 4 is 48. So the speed is 40 by 3 and the time taken is 45 seconds. This 15,600 P is equal to 400. An easy question based on fleet form again. Yep. Okay, comparison. There is comparison topic also. Which one is greater? 3 raised to the power 4, 1 by 4, 2 raised to the power 1/3, 5 raised to the power 1/6, and 7 raised to the power 1/6. This is quite visible. This is greater than this one. Now compare between the rest of the three. This is A, B, C, D. So D is greater than C. Now, so if I take the comparison of all the three together and I multiply by the power of 12 on each of them, it will bring me 3 raised to the power 3, 2 raised to the power 4, and 5 raised to the power 2. 27, 16, and 25. So A is greater than C. Basically D is, and what about D in that case? D would be 7 square. Yep, 49. I should have done it earlier. So D is the greatest. Then we have A, then we have C, and then B. So second option is correct. I should have done 12 on each of them from the starting. Yeah, my luck. I took some extra time in this question. I think this is quite clear now. This one. So this is the first statement is valid. You have to, it is of course, it is like perimeter. The side is greater than the median. So the perimeter is greater than sum of all the three medians. It is a universal truth. When the side is greater than median, the perimeter will be greater than all the three medians. Universal truth. Now, there is this triangle property. Let's check this out. So there is triangle ABC. There is a D point on BC. Apply the inequality concept. We can say that in the triangle ABD, AB plus BD is greater than AD. Similarly, in the second one, AC plus CD is greater than AD. Adding them, it is AB plus AC plus BD plus CD is equal to BC. That is greater than twice of AB. So it is also valid. Both the statements are true. Okay, this first one was the universal truth. I think that was clear. Read the question and think that was sufficient. We can easily solve this type of question. Probability of hitting the ball at first, second, third, and fourth shots are given. We have to find the player hits the ball. So either it can be hit by first or second or third or fourth or combination of first and second, first and third, whatever. So the best approach is 1 minus when it is not being hit by any of them. So 0.9, 0.8, 0.65, and 0.55 when it is not being hit by any of the shot. Right? The answer is C. This two, you have to solve this multiplication. Here I will save my time. This question, so initially there were some amount. Some has been spent, 30 coins, 30 coins and 25 coins. And the final is in the ratio of 46 is to 41 is to 34. So I can say the initial it is 46x plus 30. Similarly, 41x plus 30 and 34x plus 25. Adding all of them will be equal to 2505. Quite easy question. The answer is 850. We can find the x value and then you will get the answer. Is that clear? Okay, let's just skip this one. Yeah, try this out. 2 questions are there. There is a circle, 2 chords intersect xy and zt intersecting at P. Property is what? Property is Py multiplied by Pz, Px is equal to Pz multiplied by Pt. This is the property. So this is not the difference which is equal. This is the multiplication which is, this is a wrong statement. Now, are they similar? Pxz and Pty. For similarity, this angle is equal and pair of corresponding sides, the ratio of corresponding sides must be there. If I have done it like this, Py upon Pt, I am using the same information. It is equal to Pz over Px. So this is for the triangle Pty and this is for the triangle Pxz. Now the ratio of these two sides and these two sides are equal and there is a common angle in between them. So the triangle is similar. This is a very good statement and I hope this is clear. First is true, first is false, second is true. You understand this one? A beautiful question from the basic properties of geometry. So revise all the concepts before your main exam. I hope this is clear. Moving to the last question. Try this out. Number of ways to pack 6 copies of the same book, like identical books, in identical boxes. Their box can accommodate as many as 6 books. So there are 4 boxes. We have to accommodate 6 books, and they are identical. So this can be the possibility. This can be arranged in only one way because they are identical books. So we just have to write the cases. The cases will give us the answer. Second possibility, 6 can be like this. 6 can be like this also. 6 can be like this. 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 1 1 1. Sorry, 2 2 1 1. This is the maximum possibility. Done. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. The 9 possibilities are there. This is the correct statement. Now, second one, minimum number of students in a class to guarantee at least 6 students whose birthday fall in the same months is 61. So if I assume that there are 61 students, okay, there are 12 months, and in each month there are 5 students who have the same birthday on the same month, who have the birthday on the same month. So 12 months correspond to 60 students, and then the next student will make the question true that at least 6 students are required. At least 6 students. If the birthdays of at least 6 students fall in the same month, the total strength must be 61. 5 in each month and 1 more student in one particular month. So this is a correct statement. 5 students in each month, like in 11 months, and then the 6th students in the 12th month. Total of 61 students. So both is correct. A is the option. And that's it for the CMAT. I think that is enough. And we have covered all the PYQs till 2024 with all the slots. Some questions are repeated. That's why I didn't take. Best questions we have covered. And all the best. Revise each and everything. Questions can be asked from anywhere. And focus on your GK part, because that will be a game changer. Thanks for being there. We'll see you. All the best for your exam. Bye-bye.